Way back. Hello, people.
What's that? It's a drop top caddy. What's my name? Bob Daddy. Big tunes, got the clock banging. Less man, more baddies. What's that?
How you guys doing?
Bob Daddy. Bob Daddy. Bob Daddy. Bob Daddy.
Hi, Bella. How you doing today? You good? I see you, bro. How's your day been?
Yeah, shit you like Okocha. I get skills you go like on cover.
No. Hello, people.
Neck froze, hammer time. See the watch, you they shine from afar. Central bank for inside, I got that. A couple toys just land a papa on my back. But daddy know they
Hi, man like Josh. I see you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Balo. Thanks for joining, Yeti.
What's my name?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
How you guys doing? It's another great day for the Hustle series, episode 4. Enjoy the music whilst we wait for people to join. I hope you had a good day. I hope you're keeping safe in the relaxed lockdown. Yes, let's share. Let's try and share to our network. King_Biola, you're welcome. I see you, sir. Perfect touch. Good evening. I hope you guys had a good day. Perfect touch, you're welcome. King_Biola, you're welcome. Not like Josh, Tiola Day. Something is about to go down tonight.
What's my name?
All right, so let's try and share. Let's get people aware of this.
What's my name?
Thanks for making me your Netflix for the next 1 hour thereabout. And trust me, today is going to be heavy. So, tell a friend to tell another friend to tell another bad guy. It's happening here. In the meantime, just relax with the music. Tommy, good evening. Wow. I cannot wait for your session, Tommy. Good to have you on. Hi, Buko. I see you, Tommy. Hope you're good. And how's my big oga? Lopsy. Good evening. Good to have you on here. Thank you for taking time out to join. I just have a funny feeling that someone is going to call me right about this time. So just give me 1 second to put my... Right, I'm back, guys. Hi, Sandra. Hi, good evening. Trust you had a good day. Uh-oh. My DJ is going on a faster track now. Alright, so let's just relax a bit with this music as people join up. My guest is in the building. So how have you guys been? I just want a bit of a chit-chat before my guests come on here. I want to get feedbacks from you of what you thought about the whole series so far. Let's talk. I just don't want you to come up here and just listen and go. That won't be different from watching it on TV. So if it's live, I just want it to be as interactive as possible. So guys, what have you thought of the 3 episodes so far, or season 1? What do you think we should continue? What do you think we should change? We're doing this together. We're trying to build a community. So guys, it'll be great to hear from you before my guests come in, and also so we can allow some other people join up so they don't miss any part of the interview. Cheryl, I see you. Good evening. Thank you for joining, guys. It's a Friday night, 8 p.m. I am your Netflix. Introducing All right, here. So, guys, if you can use your text box, let me know what you think about the show so far. How is it? Is it related? Is it relational? Can you relate? Is it practical enough? Is it engaging? It'd be good to get some feedback from you guys. And I'm taking music requests. So, from 2 people here, just a quick music request, and then we'll bring our guest in. So this is just for you to chill, get your wine. It's a Friday evening, so get your wine, get your juice, get your water, find a comfy place to sit, and we'll be getting into it. But just before then, hi Ife, if you have any music requests, DJ Luck Bionic is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. So, tell me what you want me to play, and my assistant, i.e. Google, will find it and play it for you. So, guys, I'm still waiting for comments. Senapon. I'm gonna pronounce this, hopefully with a French accent. Senapon fire. You're welcome, sir. I see you. Thanks for joining, guys. Today is gonna be heavy. We're going in. Trust me when I say we're going in. Somebody wants Surulere by Dr. Sid. Okay, Google. Play Surulere by Dr. Sid. Let's hope he gets it.
Sure, check out this music station on YouTube Music.
Okay, someone wants Did You Care? Uh-oh. This is what Google is playing for me. Okay, Google. Play. What's the song again? Okay, Google. Play Surulere by Wizkid.
Alright, check out this Oppo station
Hi,
on
Anu.
YouTube Music.
Good to see you, Anu. Oh my God, Google has gone way off the tangent. Bishop Lee in the building, I see you. Someone wants Ada. Okay, Google. Play Ada by Kiss Daniel.
Choosing songs is only available for YouTube Music Premium members.
Oh my
But
God.
you might like this station.
Okay, guys. Aha. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you. Aha. I should have used Siri. All right, let's find some reading, guys. Caroline Agbe, Sister Caroline, I see you. You're welcome, Anu. I see you guys. All right, enjoy the music by Google. Don't blame me. Blame Google. Aha. So, let's get somewhere comfy. Get your wine, get your drink, get your makeup. Whatever makes you happy for the next 1 hour. It's going down. All right, I want to acknowledge every single person on there. So, Tommy, I don't know what's going on with Google. I don't know. I'm going to have words after this. I am a premium member. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on, Bob. I'm going to try one more time and let's see if this works. Okay, Google. Play Duduke by Simi.
Okay, check out this I Don't Care station on YouTube Music.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is from I Don't Care Station, i.e. Duduke. I give up on technology. See why we cannot get rid of DJs. DJ Frankie, all of the DJs I know, your job is going nowhere because this is not doing anything. All right, the guests will be coming in a minute. So please, let's share. Tommy, I don't know what's going on. This Google has decided to shame me in front of you, but hey, it's okay. It's all good. This is Duduke. Google said, I don't care. I believe I need to work on my accents. That's what it's saying. So the hustle is real, guys. All right, let's share as we get our guest in for the day. It's all over for Google. All right, one more minute, guys. I just thought we should not just rush into the interview as we normally do. So let's just simmer, let everybody get a chill. I know it's Friday in Nigeria. A lot of people are up and down, probably still in traffic or still trying to make their way home. In London, people have started going back to work. So, you know, I kind of understand all of that. So, but you know what? The show must go on, guys. So I appreciate every single one of you that has joined up today. I appreciate you. Without you, okay, loving the chill vibes. Fantastic. So I appreciate every single one of you for joining, taking time to join this move. It's history in the making, guys. The hustle is real. And this is where we tell the work in progress stories. We don't have guests who have graced Grammy stages or have graced the Emmy stages or are celebrities of any kind. They're just regular Joes like you and I who are representing the best self, putting the best foot forward every day, representing the best versions of themselves every day. And I think it's what that we hear from them, because you know what? Every single day we amass experience. So we don't want to grow old or the hair all goes white before we decide to tell people what our success stories are. So you're in the right place, guys. I'm sure you have your drink now, and I'm sure that it's going to be a swell 1 hour. So, with no much further ado, ladies and gentlemen, is it okay for me to bring in my guest now? As we move this into another gear. Ladies and gentlemen, it's happening. Wait for it. Woo! Hey!
Okay, I might need to adjust my camera a bit.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. All right.
All
Okay.
right.
Yep. Perfect.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, can you hear my guest? I need to hear. He's speaking. Well, he's on the top level, the penthouse of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. So he's just finished speaking to the king of Dubai.
Okay.
And,
In South End. the king of Dubai in South End.
No. Well, that's the south end side of the Burj Khalifa. Okay.
Oh yeah. So yeah, South side. Sorry.
The south side of Burj Khalifa.
Yeah. I didn't mean South End. I meant South side.
Lady, because I told people I'm not here. I'm not where I am. Do you get what I mean? So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today, sir.
Thank you for having me.
What I'm going to say to everyone online, we've been having a good time, and I know you've been online. I was just trying to get Google to play music so that I set the scene for you to come in. But hey, Google decided
you should have used Siri.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to say to you is, if you don't know this man, looking at me right now, by the time we're done, you know who he is. Trust me. No doubt.
I hope so.
No shaking. I will introduce you. And because you are the great man you are, I just thought that for people who are so successful as you are, what they do to them is they sit them down and then they read their resume to them. They sit down and listen to their resume, because, you know, I was tempted to like put it on Facebook or put it on my Instagram handle so anybody go read so we can get to it. But no, I think you need to simmer this whole moment down. And I think it's therapeutic, because suddenly you kind of see that you've done a lot, even though I know that you will disagree. So, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome this quintessential young man. He looks so young, but that's deceptive.
I look so young, but I'm old, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the one, the only, Temidayo Oladane. He's the director, owner of Hepzibah Production Limited. He's a front of house mixing engineer, a project manager, and a production manager with 20 years experience in this game. His specialty is around music, helping musical houses, concerts, and all of that. In doing this, he has crisscrossed the globe. And may I say, he has dined and wined with a very A-list in the music industry. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is mixed for all the way from Tasha Cobbs to Sinach to Derek Hudson to Israel Houston to Bashar Michelle to Phil Thompson to Michelle Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, if that was not enough, I moved to Nigeria. He has done Tenny, he's done Whiskey, he's done The Band, he's done Yemi Alade, he's done Mike Aremo, he's done Adeyemi Adekunle Gold, he's done Tim Godfrey. Ladies and gentlemen, Two-Face Idibia. Currently, he sits on the retainer books of the one and only Tiwa Savage, Burna Boy, and the indomitable Davido. He's a degree holder in multimedia design tech. He's also another degree holder in business management from the University of East London. He then went up to do his master's in business management from the University of Essex. And guess what? As if that wasn't enough, he also did media and master's degree from the Canterbury Christchurch University. He's married to a beautiful, beautiful damsel and wonderfully blessed with children as you can pray for. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the one, the only, Temidayo Olade. Good evening, sir. And
Good evening.
say, what do you want to say to our people online?
So let me introduce myself.
No. Somebody said, wow. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I did paraphrase. I can go into Sam Opozo. I can go to Jesse J. I can go to Malik Berry. I can go to Wande Cole. This guy has done it all. If you've ever been to a concert in London that is Water Salt, this gentleman is who is behind the wheels of sound. Ladies and gentlemen, also in Nigeria with the experience, if you're aware of the experience, which is kind of conveyed by the
You know you're making me sweat, right? You're making me sweat.
He is the sound Jagaban who's also making that happen. So it's such a privilege to have your time for you to join us today. And I'm sure that people will know that you're a human being. And maybe those who know your name now know your face. Just say hello and we then get into it, sir.
So this guy spent 5 minutes. I'll be how many minutes?
That's all I want to do.
Well, hi guys. I'm Temidayo. Father, husband, businessman, sound engineer, father of 5.
Good.
That's me. Yeah.
We welcome you. So, my first
Thank you for
question,
having me.
after that very long resume, your resume is, the weight in gold of your resume is just bulletproof. Now, let's get into it. My first question always is, to anyone sitting on our wheel of steel, which is the chair you're sitting now, how did this all start? Because I know that even whilst I was introducing you, people already on the chat have been like, wow. And I normally get wow after we spent 1.5 hours. But with you, I've just done an introduction and it's like somebody said 5-star. So how did this all start? Just so we know that you're as human as we are. How did it start for you?
I think that question is quite broad though.
Take us however way you...
It depends on what facet of my life we want to look at.
Take us whatever way from the very beginning and we go from there. All we want to get from you today is we want to know that blood runs in your veins, and if you can do it,
Okay.
we can also do it. So let's hit it.
Okay, so let me take the music part of me, because that's what I'm kind of known for.
Yeah.
Music started from primary school. So I had 2 brothers. They were my senior brothers. We went to the same primary school, and then family friends. We grew up from the same church, but we also went to the same primary school. So my eldest brother and a family friend, the eldest one,
Yeah.
were the drummers in the school. So
Okay.
yeah, so then my immediate brother and the one after them joined them. So you have this band set in school that you have the person
Yes.
playing the big kick, the other person playing the rolling snare, the other one person playing the toms.
Yeah.
So then that's four of them. Then I joined. At some point, it was a family of two who were the whole band boys in the school. You know, I can say that's where it started from, but obviously, it's more church. You know, I grew up in the CNS church, so
Hmm.
music was, you
Hallelujah.
know, yeah, music was everything to us. You know,
Hmm.
from when you're young, you just get music. Obviously, going forward, I now wanted to study music because by the time I was 16, I was the assistant MD at my church for the youth
Okay.
fellowship, which had about over 300 people in the choir. So I wanted to study
300.
music. Yeah, it's the
300.
biggest. Yeah, it's the biggest CNS church in Nigeria. Okay, so
Okay.
I think some people know me here. So yeah,
So,
so
so, so
um,
wait, so wait, real quick. Let me just jump in real quick before you go. So,
yeah,
you were in the white garments with all of the ropes and all of that.
absolutely,
All
absolutely.
right, keep going.
Born and bred, born and bred. I
Fantastic.
can't tell my story without mentioning it, so it's a
Mm,
part of me.
mm.
So I I wanted to study music, but my father never wanted me to study music. He described musicians as alagbe. So
Oh my God.
my yeah, so my father and I was at 18. I think I became the music director of the youth fellowship at 18.
Hmm.
Um, and then part of my history, which is not even in my resume, is that I now went to study. My dad made me study. Oh well, I went to uni. I studied pure and applied chemistry as my first degree.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I studied pure and applied chemistry as my first degree. All because I just wanted to do what my father wanted me to do. You know, that kind of a thing. And then I remembered once by that time I was at the MD of the choir. Even I was also MD in even the main choir and the youth fellowship, the whole choir of the church. Produced a couple of the albums for the church. And when I was seven, my church now asked if I could come to the UK to enter the choir in the UK. So it was my church that brought me to the UK.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was about 18 years ago. So
Okay, so I'm going to put a pause there because I know you're a musician. And by the time you sing this song, before I know it, you'd have been at the end and you'd be going. And then I haven't even asked. So I'm going to butt in there real quick just before we get to the London bit. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, this today's session is being sponsored by Romantic Genie at Romantic Genie. So guys, get on Instagram, check them out at Romantic Genie.
you did sell
They have
holidays.
sorry.
You did
So
sell
they're
holidays.
yeah, well, they bespoke gifts and experience packaging
Okay.
concierge. So they're like your other arm who can package gifts for you for birthdays, wedding. If you don't know what to get, they will help you sort it all out. So guys, and they're doing a promo based on this today. If you just go there and go through the questionnaire and all of that, and put the code Hustle Series, you get a 20% or 25% discount on their cost today for the whole weekend up until Sunday. So check that out. Now, quickly, back to your story. Now, at 18, you ended up being the assistant MD of a 300 man choir.
I
And
was
when I mean
MD by
man,
18.
MD by 18. And when I mean man choir, I mean women and man
Yeah.
together. How did you? That must have been a very interesting. I'm sorry, that's just interesting for me to kind of sip out. How did you handle that? And my question is, in Nigeria, where age is always about experience is always tied to age.
Mm.
What was your experience at that tender age, not tender, but 18? And I'm sure that a lot of people in the choir might be far older than you were. In a country
Uh,
where it's first of all age before experience, how did you handle that?
I think I think it was the culture of the place in the sense that the gift was appreciated.
Okay.
So irrespective of the age, the culture of the church itself appreciated gifts. So um, it had nothing to do with age per se. If you know what you're doing, you shine. That's the way it is. Would I say it was easy? Um, yes and no. But the truth is that it kind of laid the foundation for who I am today, in the sense that there was always that drive of getting better. There was always
Hmm.
a drive of getting better. So as I when I remember that when I became the MD, I tried to change the music of the church as a whole. Trying to bring in other things into it. We did the hymns and stuff, or bringing a bit of classical into it,
Yeah,
acapellas, doing different things. So when it works in a small group, the bigger groups accept it. So
I
I
know.
I developed a pattern of, if I have something very difficult that I want to bring into the choir and I know that it might not be accepted as a whole, I handpick one or two people, take some time out, and get it with those people, present it, and everybody jumps on it. That kind of a thing.
Wow.
Yeah, but I would say it's more of the gifting
Hmm.
than. But I didn't have actually take up a leadership role, because you had people who had the leadership role, so
Yeah.
they were the ones who do the leaders, who do the leadership role things. Mine was
Okay.
just to make sure that, on Sunday music is gonna sound good. So this about the disciplining, about every other thing had nothing to do with me. But the beauty of it was I learned from those people during that process.
Fantastic.
I learned from those people during that process. Yeah.
So again, the second question, which is on a lighter note, before we go on, before I allow you
Mm.
to keep singing, is so how did you handle the attention at 18? Especially with how it is. Here's a fine boy who is talented, who knows music, and then how did you handle the attention? And I say this because we have various people who will watch this video and all of that, and then
Mm.
you're so gifted, and I know it's so easy to also lose track because you are almost in the faces of people. So how did you handle the attraction and also the fame, so to say, in that context that came with it at that age, by keeping that you still kept your feet on the ground?
If I say I had the formula, I'm lying. I didn't have any formula. Um, but one of the major things was for me then was, money wasn't the objective.
Hmm.
Um, During that process, once I became MD and I was at uni, I was playing for Shina Peters.
Wow, that didn't
Yeah,
enter my resume though.
yeah. I played keyboards for Shina Peters for 3 years ish.
Wow.
Yeah, I produced one of his albums
Ẹ
called
jáwọ́
Play It.
lápọ̀n tí ò yọ o. Ẹ lọ gbọ́ mi. Were you on that?
No. I wasn't on that. I produced one of his songs called Playmate. That
I
was
know
the album I
Playmate.
played in that. Yeah, Playmate. So for me then, it was more of, when you just enjoy what you're doing. So you're not looking for fame. You're
Yeah.
not looking for there's useful exuberance, but you're just enjoying what you're doing. You're just playing, go 3 days without going home,
Wow.
and stuff. Yeah, it was just for me. I was just having fun. Now I had the balance of uni. So if I'm home on holidays, I do music. Once holiday is over, we're back to school. Yeah, I spent almost 5.5 years doing a 4-year course. Uh, ASU strike,
I know.
extra year, you know, um, you know, and all those
You,
things.
you know
And
what?
mm,
I must also say that
there's a fine line between a whole lot of people that have brought on this platform, and it's the fact that, and again, I need to applaud that. Everybody is vulnerable enough to say these things because the social media world we live in, everybody is so perfect. And reading your resume right now, plus chemistry, you have 5 post-secondary school, if not 6 post-secondary school degrees. You've got three first degrees, and you've got 2 masters.
So I've
And I'm
got
not,
I've got 2 first degrees. So my second degree was a combined honors.
okay, yeah. So
Yeah, my
and
second
then
degree was
masters.
my
But
second first degree was a combined honors.
okay. And I say
Yeah.
that because there might be somebody listening who is just going into an extra year now or whatever, and thinking that it's all
Oh,
over.
so guys, let me tell you why I never put chemistry on my degree on my list. I came up with a third class. So
Oh my God, I appreciate.
so
Now,
that's why I
now,
never.
now, this is very relatable to a whole lot of people. So if you can
Yeah,
do it,
yeah,
we all can
because
do it.
so a lesson to everybody here listening. It might not work for everybody, but the truth is, if you've got kids, let them live. You know, um, let them be who they're called to be, not who you want them to be.
Yeah.
You know, don't force them into a path that's not theirs. You know, yes, I wanted to study petrochemical engineering, but at some point I just felt music was the way for me because that's what I wanted to do. And then, so when my dad was like, "Oh," so I'll give you a gist. I studied chemistry in University of Calabar, right? University of Calabar. Now, before then, I'd never heard of Calabar before in my whole life. I'd never been there before. So I got admission into University of Lagos to study chemistry. But the studio I used to work with, or I used to work at, it's called, we used to be called Aphrodisia Studios or Decca. So people who are old will understand that Decca was at Abulioja.
Okay.
Abulioja is the bus stop before Unilag. So when my father found out that I got admission into Unilag, he went to JAMB office because my dad is an educationist, so he used to be an ICANN examiner, so he knows all the top guys. He went to JAMB office and went to change my admission from Unilag to Unical just for the mere fact that he knew that if I stayed in Lagos, I was going to do music anyway.
Wow.
So the only way he could make sure I didn't do music was to change my admission from Lagos to Calabar.
I used to think my dad was crazy, but I think that
my dad, when it comes to education, my dad is on another level. I don't think anybody can meet up. I don't think I haven't seen somebody who can match up with my dad. You know, he's on another level.
So how did he break that news to you that you're going Calabar now, not Lagos?
He just brought the admission letter home. He just brought it home, and my mom was like, "Who is in Calabar? Blah blah blah, da da da." So while we're talking, my eldest brother, I remember not my eldest brother, my brother that I said was playing drums at first.
Yes.
Now said, "Oh, he knows someone in University of Calabar. Guess who the person is?" So that's our family friend that we used to play together in primary school.
Oh, okay.
The second one, he was in University of Calabar.
Wow.
So with that, I just said, okay, University of Calabar, yeah, I might as well just go. But the truth is, I'll just be honest with you guys. I just went to uni because I just wanted to go to uni, not because I just had to be there, you know, became club boy, doing what I needed to do, Nigerian style. When you need to sub lecturer, you sub lecturer, you know, those kind of things. So obviously, if I was to say anything to anyone today, I had a sermon from what's it called? Chris Oyakilome, one of his tapes. Someone gave it to me. Then I was already living in the UK, and he said, "Your parents can be responsible for where you are today, but you're responsible for remaining there."
That's good. That's good.
You know? So
okay.
Once I regularized my stay in the UK, the first thing I did was I went back to uni. and I went to study what I wanted to study,
Wanted.
not what somebody else
And
wanted. But it's never too
it,
late. Yeah.
it's actually great you have said that, and thank you for letting us being very vulnerable in and around
Mm.
that, because the way we are brought up, you have to protect your packaging. Um, Now, going through Nigeria and going through uni, and you knowing that um, this is not the line for you, and then you went through University of Calabar. Now, did you ever at any point feel that, you know what, I'm just going to walk away from here and go back to Lagos? What was that? Because again, I know that you've said that it's not what you wanted to do. So there were always two options for you: either to damn the consequences and just walk away, or to stick
But
it
the
on.
problem is I didn't have another father. So let me use Nigerian English. Apologies to those who are not Nigerian here. Who born
Apologies
you?
accepted.
Who born you? So it's funny. You see kids come to you and tell you now these days, Dad, I want to take a gap here. Omo, you fail, you stay back in school. You stay back in school until you pass.
Oh my goodness.
Who are you going to tell that you want to give up? you know, um, the truth is, I shared this with someone a couple of weeks ago. Is I come from a family of very intelligent people. You know,
Hmm.
my immediate brother became a chartered accountant at 17.
Wow.
Yeah, the one before him, the medical doctor,
Wow.
accountants and everything. So for me, I was the
You are the
most
black sheep.
I was the black sheep in the family, in the sense that I just want to have fun. I just want to play music. You know, but funny enough, now I say it, I'm the one that has the most degrees in the house. So
And not
yeah,
just degrees. You're the one who knows the who and who. The who is who.
so you tend to see that the Bible says train up a child the way he should go,
Yeah.
and when it grows up, it won't depart from it. Meaning,
Hmm.
when you're training a child, the child might misbehave, might lose
Yeah.
things, might lose his way. But if you keep that training, if you keep that, you know, spiritual, physical, everything, mental training, when that child grows up, he will catch up with it. Because the only reason why I felt that, okay, I believed education was important. Even if I wanted to do music, I
Hmm.
believed education was important.
Hmm.
So, irrespective of what I wanted to study in life or what I wanted to become in life, I
Hmm.
believed education was important. So, if my dad allowed me, I would have gone to university to go and study music, not
Hmm.
just become somebody who is just playing keyboards or doing stuff.
Yeah.
I just believe
Yeah.
that it was very important. And so, because of that upbringing I had, it might have led me to go and study a course I didn't want to, but it
Yeah.
still gave me the drive to do the
Hmm.
things I
Hmm.
wanted to when the time and the opportunity arose. So
So technically, it looks to me that you had a 5 years trial period of testing that you really want to do music. Because if after 5 years you still went back to that very thing, then that's proof.
I
So,
never even stopped
um,
it during the 5 years. So when I'm on holidays, it was music. So let me. God bless my father. He's in heaven. God bless his soul. So let me give you a joke here. So when it's time to go back to uni, the first week and second week of uni in Nigeria, you're
yeah,
not particularly doing anything. So I leave home. Technically speaking, I leave home. I would go to my brother who was at Unilag, medical school in
okay.
Unilag, stay with him a couple of days, do some couple of gigs before I would have collected plane money. I'll go and enter night bus from Ojuelegba. you know?
Oh my
I'll go and enter
God.
night bus from Ojuelegba. Yeah, so just because I had one or two gigs I had to do before I
Wow,
went.
wow.
But yeah, so I never stopped music.
Okay, so you said we're going to go into London now, and then I know
Mhm.
from London we're going to go on a big tangent, but just so that because people are always going to be drawn to when I started reading your resume and I said Tenny and I started mentioning all these big dogs, I think it's of balance that people understand that there was a beginning before the main stage of your life, and guess what? You're nowhere near where you want to really really be. So now you finished uni, and then this talent still found you out to the point, and I'm not going to even try to trivialize that because I know how many people will want to kill to be in the position to say that guy go to London and go handle our music. That's a big deal coming from where we come from. In all shapes and sizes, such a big deal. How, again, my question is in two parts. What was that period like? And two, when you came to the UK, what was your immediate experience? And again, this is just so that people can understand what was the experience like in your very, very early days in the UK?
So I'll start with my advice, then
Yes,
start with my story.
fantastic.
My advice to anybody that's listening here is there are two people you need to find in your life. One is a mentor, two is a sponsor.
Hmm.
And when I mean
Hmm.
sponsor, I don't mean somebody who's going to give you money to go and start the business. No. So a mentor is somebody who you look up to, who you
Yes.
speak to. Now that person doesn't have to be related to what you do as a person, as a job, right? Now a sponsor is kind of a mentor, but that person does the same thing that you do and can lead you in the right path, of what you want to do. So for me, my journey into the UK was divinely orchestrated. That's the only way I can explain it. So I'll tell you the story. It was very funny. When what happened was the church here had issues, so they needed to send a pastor from Nigeria to come and take over the church. So they had sorted it. Then my church had a convention back in Nigeria. Everybody from every branch came around. So that's where they were meant to do an introduction of the pastor and the leadership of the London branch, just introduce them. So they came around for the convention. So we had the convention, and then all the choirs of the whole branch, not just the Surulere one, every branch in Nigeria that we had in Nigeria came together. So I was talking about maybe about 600 people. So I had to direct the choir for that convention. So the people who came from London, who sat in they were looking, please, who is that boy? Who is that guy? Is he part of the people that they're bringing to London? And Bishop was like, no, you can't take him home. He's the crown jewel of the choir, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no, we want him, that kind of a thing. And that was how it happened. But that's the good side of the story. But I won't say the bad side, but the trying side is, I'm sure a lot of people who've stayed in diaspora would understand. The people you meet when you come into this country can determine your journey.
Absolutely.
The people you meet can determine your journey. So, and when you're coming from Nigeria, we believe that in this country you just go and pluck money from trees. So there's 20 pounds on trees, So when you come in, you expect that the next day you're sending 200 pounds to your mother at home, and there's one small girlfriend that you left, and then you tell her that don't worry, I'll come back in a year's time, I'll come and carry you, I'll come and marry you.
Oh my God.
I'm just being real,
Absolutely,
so
I appreciate that.
So for me, I felt that people I had around me, they know better. So what could have taken me, a process that could have taken me 1, 2, 3 years, ended up taking me on a high tangent, going all the way down
Wow.
low, as in to the lowest ebb, within a space of 2 3 years, I would say. Within a space of 2 3 years, I went to the highest level, I came down to the lowest level, and it was at my lowest ebb that I went back to my first love.
Wow.
So in the sense that coming into this country, they tell you. So my wife was telling my kids some time ago that your dad used to be a litter picker when he came to London. So for those of you who don't know what a litter picker is,
Wow. No.
So-
We need to slow more on that so that when we get to the big one, you'll remember that. Yeah. Keep going, sir.
yeah. So a litter picker is when your train end gets to the last stop, right? When the train gets to the last stop, you are the people that will go in with those pickers and go in and go and pick
Yeah.
all your rubbish that you left on the train and stuff. And that was because the people I met around me said, in this country, that's the only thing you can do. If you don't do cleaning, you do care, or you do security, you know, that kind of a thing. I remember there was one day, I just woke up and I said, you know what, damn it, I'm not going to work anymore. I didn't have any money to pay my bills, to pay whatever. I just said, you know, I'm not doing this anymore. Tried some other things along the line, and then those ones failed. Everything failed, and then I just decided, oh, you know what? I've got a gift. And then
Wow.
Pastor Vincent Odilele. So there was this period of, this crisis is for your increase.
Yeah.
You know that
Yeah.
crisis for your increase, yeah. He now said, oh, you're always applying for jobs. No, God has given you a gift. It was a Wednesday service, and that was it. I decided, you know what? I'm not doing any 9 to 5 again. I'm just going to take on my music full time. I'm going to do what I do full time, and that was it. I never will look back.
Wow. But please permit me to respectfully pause you there because I sense that we're now beginning to climb steps. One of the things I wanted this series to be, or this show to be, is to be very relatable. To bring people who would just not speak about their success story, give us the full picture so that people can fit into whichever path they are in their hustle journey. Again, going from your resume, backtrack to what you've just taken us through around your early days in the UK. It's amazing to know that all of that built up to lead you back to your gift. Now, the intriguing thing for me is how living Nigeria was very was very on your talent and on a musical platform. That was the core reason. And you coming into London, and of course, you need to survive and all of that. For a lot of people, you're a professional in Nigeria, and then suddenly you come in here, and then, like you said, the people that surround you. Looking back now, how would you advise that early Dyer who came in with everybody clapping you to the airport because they know that you're so good and your talent has singled you out? So to anybody you left in Nigeria, they thought that you've just gone into the stratosphere. London can always be better. And here you are. How did you manage that mental space of the expectation of back home, of where you should be, and the reality of what you were facing in London at that time?
So one of the gifts God has given me is to be very content. So I'm that kind of person that there's a song, I know it in Yoruba. I'll try and translate it. I'll try and transliterate it. It's a hymn. It says that Bibi Tabirede Yodara Fumisha, meaning whatever happens to me, it's always gonna be well with me. So it's always been my my thoughts in life that whatever happens, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm in God's hands. I'll be fine. My aim every night, and I say to my wife, my aim every night is to be able to get on my bed and sleep well at night. That's it. So even during that process, I never looked back and said, "Oh, I wish I didn't leave Nigeria." I've left already, so there's nothing I want to do about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not about, oh, I wish. It was more about looking forward, and trying to just
Yes.
make things happen for me. Um, so I would say to anybody that's listening is wherever you find yourself, because the truth is that, let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you the honest truth, especially in my situation. The guys I was with didn't know any better. So it wasn't as if they meant any
Yes.
harm.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It wasn't as if they meant any harm. They didn't know any better. So I'll tell you, one of the guys who was the guys who brought me into this country and stuff and all that. When I finished uni, I was the one that helped him fill his form to go to uni.
Wow.
And that was the person that was meant to
Mentor you.
mentor me when I came into the country. So it wasn't. It's so you realize that it's what they know that they will tell you that they know.
Yeah.
So I'll go back to my dad. My dad was an accountant. My dad had 10 children, 9 children and 1 adopted child. 7 of them are chartered accountants.
Wow.
So you understand where I'm coming from. So it's what they know that they will give to you.
Yes.
So my advice is, who is your friend? Who are the people you call? Who are you people around you? Who's that one person that you go to? I when my wife and I talk, I tell her, I said, listen, sometimes I review my friends around me. I want to review them. I don't want to just be giving. I want people I can take from too. You know, I'm never too old to start something, or I want people I can take from. So
absolutely,
in a situation whereby when you find yourself in a situation where you feel things are not working out for you, look at the people around you. If you need to step out of it, step out. If you need to recalibrate, because one of the major things I did was stepping out from that
circle of friends.
That circle, not in a negative way.
How tough was that?
I just realized it wasn't. It wasn't, because you're looking forward, so it wasn't. It sounds as if it's easy to cut people off. No.
Because people live in that sentiment of, oh, what will he think? How will he feel? If I'm stepping away.
Not when you're down. He that is down, no fear, no fall. He that is low, no pride.
True.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if you're on a high pedestal and your things are working out, and then you're thinking of putting out from the circle, he's proud now. Sorry, you don't understand about. But when you're down, when you're on the lowest ebb,
yes,
they don't even see you when you walk away, bro.
So maybe that's God's plan, to get you out through the lowest ebb.
Yeah, they don't even notice that you've walked away. They don't notice that you've walked away. So TG says something. It says, if you walk into the room and you're the most intelligent person in the room, walk out.
True. Someone is asking 2 questions actually, so we take them because part of the live session is so we can make this interactive. Somebody was asking that when you came into London fresh, were you married?
No, I think he said when I decided to take.
Yes.
At the time, did you have a family at the time you decided to do your own thing? So when he said I should do my own thing, I was already in the UK. I was already in the UK. So yes, I think I had just had I was expecting my second child when I decided to.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that leads me to another question. While there was another question around how did you build your new circle? But before you answer that, just so I bolt this into the first one. Now, a lot of people, again, life has brought you to that point where it's led you back to your gifts. And of course, when you're married or you have responsibilities, either married or unmarried, some people are not married and their responsibilities are bigger than the married people.
weighing those things together, you have responsibilities, you have to survive, and then you want to go after this gift. How did you balance all of that? Because I know you were on the ground already, but at that time, being on the ground also makes you desperate because you're
So
thinking of when.
I'm going to be very uh, naked here.
Yes,
I think
I
I'm going to
appreciate
try.
that, sir.
I try as much as possible to cover
Yes,
some. You know, the
I
truth
appreciate that,
is,
sir.
the truth is, I couldn't have done it on my own.
Hmm.
I couldn't have done it on my own in the sense that um, building a business from scratch, it's not easy. Unless you have some capital sitting behind
I
you,
know.
you know. So my wife was one of my biggest backbones when things were just starting afresh then. Because when I decided to start my own business, she was at uni.
Hmm. Wow.
So she was at uni. We know how it works in this country. You're able to get some grants and stuff and
Yeah.
all that. So financially, she was the one just making sure that, okay, some things are done in the house and stuff and all that. So I was able to like start my own thing, start looking for that one business there, that look for that one business there. And then obviously went to uni myself. So I was running my business and I was going to uni too myself and all that. So during that process, yes, it was tough, you know, it was tough. But we were having a conversation a couple of days ago, and we were having a conversation with our first son. I was saying to him that there's some things that you need to do before you get to a certain age. If not, if you miss it,
Hmm.
you're gonna have to be doubling, stuff and all that. Um, we're trying to make some decisions. We want to make some financial decisions for ourselves, but we can't. We're
Yeah.
always considering the children before we make those decisions now.
True.
Anything is already children first, the children first, the
Yeah.
children first, and all those kind of things. Even when you now make a decision, it has to be based on the children.
Yeah.
So I would say, yes, it's beautiful that I have my own thing now. It's successful, but it came with a price in the
Hmm.
sense that during that process where, some of the kids born in this country by 21, 22, they have their first mortgage. By 25,
Absolutely.
yeah, with mortgage. At 26, you are still praying, oh Lord, that kind of thing. So you realize like your story is a bit slower than any other person's one.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's the right support system.
Hmm.
If you get the right
Hmm.
support system, it would. That's why it's the guy who asked that, did you have a family when you fell into your own thing? Bro, don't be like me, or be smart. Not everybody would. Yeah, not everybody would get that. Not everybody
That
would get that.
the blessing of the kind of woman you are.
Yes. Not
Okay.
everybody would understand.
So I'm gonna premise that because guess either you know it or not. We've done an hour. So
Yeah.
is it okay for you to spend a little bit more time with us, or do you have a
I'm
hard
yours.
stop?
I'm yours.
All right.
I'm yours.
Fantastic,
I'm yours.
ladies and gentlemen.
I'm yours.
Instagram is counting me down right now, but please, I'm gonna log out and you log back in. And but before you log out, I'll tell you what is coming. So now this gentleman who has told us all of this story is gonna tell us how we went from the end of a train to speaking and living with the A-list music stars that you watch in your videos and life through celebrity high and all of that. So that will be coming in the second part of this. So get your wine filled, get your juice filled because it's going higher now. So I will log out now and then I'll log back in and then let's carry on. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your honesty. Somebody said that. Tommy Edwards said that. She appreciates your honesty, and I know. Thank you for being vulnerable to this point. So I'll see you on the other
See you in a
side,
bit.
and then
All right.
we will capture and complete the story. All right. See you guys. Bye.